Many times, improvements that need to be made to facilitate agile ways of working happen within a team, but a lot of times they fall outside of the team in a big way, affecting the entire organization. Maybe it's culture, maybe it's policy, but something is getting in the way of agile ways of working, and that something is an organizational impediment. Impediments are things that slow teams down, and whether it's affecting a department or an entire company, organizational impediments affect the entire organization under which a team operates. Let's talk about some common organizational impediments and ways to solve them. Shared team members. This organizational impediment shows up either as people being on multiple teams or constantly taking people away from teams to help out other teams. This makes planning almost impossible because you never know who is going to be on your team at any given time. Predictability is completely interrupted. It also takes away from a team's ability to form relationships and work as a team. That cycle of forming, storming, norming, performing repeats itself every time the team dynamics change. Instead of bringing people to the work, bring the work to the team. Let's say your team is building a product to translate animal language into human language. Pretty cool, right? But your resident cat expert of the company is on a different team. You could pull that person away from their team and their work and have them help your team out for a little bit, and then return them to their team who missed them very much because everyone loves cat people, right? Or the product owner of the translation team could go to the product owner of the team that the cat person is on and negotiate putting the cat translation work into that team's backlog. Not only will you not be disrupting the work of that team and their dynamics, but then you'll have an entire team working on that cat translation work instead of just one person. That entire team will get to learn a skill that is valuable to the company, and that team will get to talk to cats. Everybody wins. Component teams. Separating teams by specialization, whether that is having teams each build a piece of the product or separating teams by skill. Talk about a web of delays and dependencies. I most commonly see this happening as separating the QA team from the development team. The development team will build something and then they will throw it over the fence to the QA team. QA team will eventually get to it, check it, throw it back over the fence to the development team who has been working on other things at this point. Then they'll find the time to get back to it, fix the bugs, throw it back over the fence to the QA team. What if instead the team had all of the skills necessary to create full and complete value each sprint? Say by having people with the skills of development and QA on the same team. I bet things would go a lot faster with a lot less risk. Micromanagement. Do your managers want to come to every single daily scrum and retro? Are they telling your team how to do their work? Are they sneaking into your product backlog or your sprint backlog and making changes? This is often a reaction to one of two things. One, the concept of self-management. There is a misconception that self-managing teams do not need managers. Not only does this make managers very nervous, it is completely untrue. Managers have the authority and visibility into the teams that make them perfect for helping to solve impediments, especially organizational ones. 2, they're not getting enough visibility into the team's work. That is on the team. Make sure that your work is visible to stakeholders. Sprint review is a great time to do this. I'm making solving organizational impediments sound easy, but it's not. What's the smallest step forward? Bring awareness to your organizational impediments. Talk to your manager, talk to your stakeholders at sprint review, bring it up in retros, tell anyone who will listen. I wonder sometimes if the organizational impediments my teams face get solved to actually help the teams or just to get me to shut up. But hey, whatever works. For more tips on agile ways of working, like this video and subscribe to the Agile Learning Labs YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.